Where you oversee data management and a couple of other things. Apart from working with Adamson International, he has currently worked with several multinational companies and also the NYSA at their headquarters in Abuja. He's credited to have worked in developing the NYSA first official mobile app and also revamp their website. So if you are a core member and have used that NYC Shining Sparkling portal before, so you should know that that's the man behind it. Also, if you are also a core member, you know a mobile app called Passion. So it's also the man behind it. Away from NYC, in 2018 he founded ZeroToOne, Nigeria's first foremost virtual reality global tourism company. ZeroToOne was born out of his obsession for futuristic technology and lifelong experience. Away from that again. He's known as the king of motivation, and his daily messages is delivered to 6,000 readers in 26 countries via major social platforms. In the last 25 years, he has done and delivered speeches in 65. He has done 65 speeches in 6 political zones of Nigeria, People's Republic of China, United States of America, and other places. He's a 2016 Mandela Oyo State Fellow, if you know what that means. Can you make some noise?
Wow.
When I say make some noise, you scream, woo! Can you make some noise? Woo! Nice. It was privileged to meet President Barack Obama in Washington, D.C., and also shook hands with him. He's the author of the best-selling book, Act Like a Copper, Think Like Gold, an inspirational book that helps prospective serving corps members get the best out of their service here. He's a professional communicator and a motivational speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for Emdee Tiamiyu?
About me, it's about every single one of you. My name is Emdee Tiamiyu. I am super excited to be here. I was born in Ibadan.
Wow.
Oyo State. New York Lake, Ibadan.
Amarawa. That's how we
So all this has been to the state. Forget about the state. Shooting like real fast and getting to the point. We are here for the purpose of helping ourselves do more, be more, and fulfill our destinies. So let's begin to talk about self-motivation. Self-motivation. He's mentioned several things about me that I've done and stuff that I'm still currently doing. They are born out of the fact that I wake up every morning getting self-motivated. If you think there's somebody who's going to help you achieve your goals and your dreams and everything will just happen like the switch of a bulb, it will never happen. Now, we want to talk about self-motivation. And I will be saying things that you know. Everything that I'm going to be talking about today, you already know. Right? I don't want to tell you a story to get started. But I want to let you understand that if you know what motivation is, then you can begin to walk around the definition. Motivation is your desire to be able to push what you already believe in. Motivation is your desire to push what you believe in. Please sit. Please sit in the middle. Welcome. Glad to meet you. If you want to become a medical doctor, listen. If you want to become a medical doctor and you sit for UTME, the cutoff mark for medicine, is 300, and you score 180 after you have sat for UTME. What happens to your motivation to become a doctor? Does it go up or does it come down?
It comes down.
It comes down. So now, you want to push. So you're pushing. No, I will not agree. Then you write the second jam. And this time around, you manage to get 190. What happens to your motivation?
It drops.
You had 180 last year. This year you had 190. What happens to your motivation to be a doctor? Does it decrease?
Yeah.
But your score has increased. Why is your motivation not going in the line of your score? And after scoring 190, you go back again, the third year, to write UTME. You are not going to agree now, are you? You are not going to give up. And this year, you scored 220. The cutoff mark is 300. What happens to your motivation to become a doctor? It increases. Now, remember that you are getting older. You finished secondary school at the age of 17. Now you are 20. You are at home. Everybody in the house is sending you errands. What's your name? Temilade. Sorry, you're sitting in front, so I'm going to use you as an example. Temi! That clothes on the line. That's how you used to forget things. That's how you forgot all the answers you're supposed to write in the exam. Make sure you take them because it's the rainy season. Temi! The soup will get sour. You're supposed to warm it. Mommy, I want it. You're supposed to warm it twice. Now, one day your dad called you and said, you know what, there's no doctor in this family. I don't think you can do doctor. They said you should come and do physiotherapy. I don't want to do. Now, you go back and do JAMB again for the fourth time. This time you scored 260. The fourth time you are writing JAMB, you scored what?
260.
260. What happens to your motivation to be a doctor? It's still dying. Now, for the fifth year, you scored 300 now. The exact score points that they need for you to get admission into medicine. What happens to your motivation? It shoots through the sky. Now, by the time you presented your UTME result and then your WAEC result, they now said that if you don't know the provost of the College of Medicine, that the slots are finished. That the governor of the state and his wife and the new commissioners have already submitted all of their sons and daughters' names. And well, you have 300 ahead, and then so, are you the first person? Are you the first person that will now have 300? So is it 300 now that is tracking you? What happens to your motivation to become a doctor? It slides and dies. There are a lot of things. Now, we're here to let you understand that there are a lot of things in the world that are actually set out to crush your motivation to get something done. Regardless of what your target is. I wanted to study medicine real bad. I'll tell you my medical story. Who wants to listen to my medical story? Quick one. How many of us are studying medicine? I know there's a veterinary veterinary med guy in the room. How many of us are studying medicine? Nobody. Okay, they're in the libraries reading. I hate them. Welcome. Sorry, I don't hate them. That was a joke. But I'm glad that my medical dream didn't work out, and I'll tell you why. Now, I wanted to study medicine real bad. When I was leaving the secondary school in 2004, when I was leaving secondary school in 2004, I wanted to study medicine. Why? Because I felt like I was brilliant enough to do it. Yes? Okay, so I need to give you the rules. In this meetup, when I say something that reflects your reality, you say yes. You say what? Yes. Now, the first yes is your yes, the normal one that you say. The second yes comes from inside. It comes from a place of conviction. So it's yes. Let's do it. Yes. The second yes, the man at the gate needs to hear it. The first one is for people that are here. The second one is for your village people. Let them feel it. So when I say something that looks like I'm talking to you, in the church they say amen. Amen. They say amen. So because we're not in a church and we're not in a mosque, so you say yes when I say yes. Yes. Great. Let's do it one more time. Yes. Beautiful. I wanted to study medicine. I love biology so much. I love the practicality of biology. Biology was the only subject that really made some sense to me. One, our physics teacher was so dumb. He couldn't even spell physics. Do you understand? He made physics extremely difficult for all of us. I love biology to the point where Modern biology was so much of my friend. I quoted it page by page and chapter by chapter. Some people nicknamed me modern biology. When we were in SS2 and went for a competition in jobs, I was one of the people that represented Oyo State. And instead of using my money to feed, I used my money to buy a medical dictionary. You know, there's Oxford Dictionary for almost every big course. There's Oxford Dictionary of Law. So Oxford Dictionary of Medicine, I have it. Not that my uncle bought it for me. I bought it with my own feeding money at SS2. I wanted medicine that bad. When I was in SS3, I bought what they call Red Bible. If you're in medical sciences, you know what Red Bible is. It's this cellular biology textbook that's this big. And I was not just buying, I was reading them. I was trying to, undo all of the lies that our seniors told us. There was a time our seniors in Wesley College of Science at the time told us that the scientific name of a newborn baby was one something, neonatal something. We discovered that they were lying. The dictionary told us that is a lie. That what they called scientific name for us is actually a disease that affects newborn babies. It's not the scientific name of the newborn baby. And for 3 years, they have been punishing us that we did not know the scientific name of a newborn baby. It was a very good experience. But when I did JAM the first year, I wanted to attend the University of Ibadan. JAM jammed me. Yes? Yes. If JAM has jammed you before, your year is supposed to be different from the person beside you now. JAM did what? Jammed me. I went to OAU to do the pre-degree. I love the campus. See, when it comes to campuses, OAU doesn't have mates. Let's not start that argument. You can't win. One guy came to meet me in Angola hostel and said he saw a vision about me. That I'm definitely coming to this school. I said, amen. Yes. Has anybody seen vision for you before? Say yes now. Yes. When I say something that connects to your reality, say your first years, say your second years for your village people to know that you are remembering them. That guy came to me and gave me that vision that he has already seen me. He was correct. I passed the pre-degree entrance, only for my dad to look at me and say, whoa, you see that pre-degree thing? I'm not sure I'm supporting you. I don't believe in pre-degree. Yes? If your parents have told you something like that, say yes. My father said, the people who enter school through pre-degree, it's like they're entering through the back door. Yes. If you know book very well, enter through the front. What are you afraid of? Yes. The front being what? Jam. Being jam. And jam has already jammed you. Oh, Father Lord. I wrote jam the next year. As I was filling that jam form, I said, which school is not very hard? Because UI is hard now. UI, in 2005, UI was a hell for everybody to get into. So I said, okay, this is LAUTECH that they used to see. Yes. You're in LAUTECH places. See, if this thing has happened to you, don't be thinking, just say your yes, your own. Even if nobody's saying yes, say your own. Though. I said LAUTECH. Okay, there's one LAUTECH lecturer that came to our school that time and gave us a lecture. Maybe that one will work. I chose LAUTECH, chose my same medicine and biochemistry, and JAM almost jammed me, but it was just an accident. I didn't land in hospital. The result came out. I went to check. I went for post-UTME, blah, blah, blah. I went to check my result, and guess what? Instead of College of Medicine, that is here, LAUTECH looked me up and down. Then they gave me computer science. And LAUTECH is the only university in the world where you are going to choose a Greek and they will give you Yoruba. Yes. If it has happened to you, oh God. I was at the cyber cafe that year and I was looking at the computer screen. I said, they say it's your name. So I said, no, this cannot be. I said, scroll down. Maybe they are talking about somebody else. They say it's me. I was not happy. I was not happy for two reasons. One, I wanted medicine. Something you can use water to drink. Medicine. Then they are giving me something you'll be pressing. Are they not two different things? Then number two, I dislike computers. How will you sentence me? It's like they're sentencing somebody to 5 years imprisonment. I did not like computers because when I was in secondary school, the only experience I had with computers was what Mr. Labi taught us in government college. If you know anything I'm talking about, just say your yes, please. Do you know government college, Ibadan? You have passed through there. You have seen the fence. Yes. Just here. And you said what? You went to Queen's School, so we were neighbors. We used to watch you people from far when you are above me. From our classes. We used to... Let me not go to that side. Because the yes will be too much. The people in this room. The long and short is Mr. Alabi came to class and he would tell us that a computer is an electronic machine that accepts, processes, and gives information. Mr. Alabi, where is the electronic machine? We can't see it. Where is the data that it is accepting? We can't see it. Where is it processing it? Where is the information that it is giving to us? Mr. Alabi, come and be going. Now they are not telling me to go and study this same thing for 5 years. It looked like I was crying actually that day. You know there are two types of cries. There's tears of and there's tears of cuckoo kill me. You don't understand. Yes. If you have cry of cuckoo kill me before, say yes. So. Yes. The tears that I had that night was cuckoo kill me kind of tears. I printed my admission letter. I said, you know what? I have been warming soup, packing clothes on the line, washing all the cars. I became a nuisance in the house. Let me just take this computer science. One uncle told me that I can change. Okay. They say in 200 level you can. This life is a scam. Yes. If they have scammed you like that, yes. Now, how do you motivate yourself? Life is crazy. It's difficult. If anybody told you, don't worry, I'll find the lecture. We jumped into 100 level with the mindset of, they said that in Latin, even if you are doing finance, that one does not mean which one is this. It doesn't mean. Just do well. By 200 level, you cross. Is it Niger Bridge that you are crossing? Dean of Student Affairs. What kind of life is this? Yes. Say yes. Yes. Then I saw that after one thing is another one. If the Dean of Student Affairs has sense, the Provost will not have. If the VC has sense, do you understand? Yes. If you pass them today, they'll say no. Your O-level degree, I was thinking, your O-level will be commensurate. Sir, but I passed it. You're going to do it again. Life is terrible, it's difficult. How do you motivate yourself? Do you buy 100 naira sniper? Or do you bounce back and do well? So at 200 level, I discovered that the medicine cannot be used. I had medicine in my hand, but there's no water to drink it. So and I didn't like the computer science. Kukuma, at the time we finished secondary school, that I thought that, Mr. Alabi has finished his own. And here, Mr. Alabi dropped his copies, even in the university. Yes, please. Yes. Mr. Alabi is confused. He doesn't know what he's talking about. How can you be teaching me computer science? And he didn't show me a computer in my life. So if I see a computer, I will not even know that that's what he was talking. I will pass. You know, have you ever had maybe a scenario where somebody was describing something, you met that guy, you left it and you went. Because you cannot connect what they define and what is the reality. It's just like somebody telling you, if you see London, hey, London is beautiful. It's a very beautiful city. Carpet everywhere. They carpet everywhere. In fact, there's some places they use rug. Some cities like Birmingham, there's rug there. When you press the rug, it goes. By the time they carry you to the London, you'll be looking for the rug. You can't find the rug. There's a disconnect between what is taught in the classroom and what the reality is. In the computer science class that we had, I don't know, I've never been a student of UI before. The lecturer will be on the board and be writing code on the board. Code that will not run. No. Say yes, yes.
Yes.
If they have sold this thing to you before, say it.
Yes.
In secondary school, when you are doing chemistry, litmus paper, when you put it into an acid solution, it's supposed to do what? Who remembers? It's supposed to turn from what to what? From, our own was not turning. Yes, now.
Yes.
Oh, you guys are beginning to form more. Because you went to Rita Mefa Baptist now, and trying to be like it didn't happen to you. They will teach you finish, Mr. Sonda.
Yeah.
He said that alkaline solution. In red litmus, we turn to blue. After the class, we go into the lab. We carry red litmus paper. They said this, we put it. Litmus paper will be looking at us. Say, come and take you now. Maybe you are the chemist. It did not work. If you're in an environment like that, how do you survive? So medicine wasn't going to work out. So I slept the 3 sleeps that a man must sleep. You need to translate that in your head so that you know what it means. I don't know if you understand what I just said. Somebody is lost. If you are not lost, say yes.
Yes.
When you sleep the 3 sleeps that a man must sleep, what does it mean? Oh God. Osonu meta tomokunrin man. Then I asked myself, I said, Emdee. Emdee said, I said, Emdee. He said, Emdee. How many times did I call you? He did like this. I said, we have to make some sense out of this computer science. I sat myself down at my 200 level and said, you know what? We're not going anywhere. Medicine is not going to work for us. We have pursued this medicine. It has done like this to us. That we should stop pursuing it. So let's calm down and see what we can make out of this computer science. That was when I discovered that, you know what? If you are determined to make something work, you will. I looked at the classroom. What I was looking for was not there. Because even the lecturers were confused. Today, 7 years after graduating from the university, I finished university in 2012, my first degree. If they announce today, you can video this thing and put it on YouTube. If they announce it today, that everybody should come back to LabTech and collect their school fees, I'll be the first person on the queue. I'll leave my work. They say, all the school fees you paid, 100 level to 500, come and collect it back. Along, I will run. If they say queue, I will be the one to queue. I will be coordinating the queue for other people to join. I will collect my money back. Guess why? Because most of the things that we learned and we now use to work today were not taught to us in school. Yes, somebody.
Yes.
The earlier you realize this thing, the better for your life. The mistake that a lot of people meet, I've met thousands of people, young people, Nigerians and non-Nigerians. The moment you rest and you think that what you're being taught in class is what will turn your life around, you lie to yourself. You just bought the scam. It's a scam. Now, you see, the reason why this talk is interesting is that we're having this conversation in the university campus. Father Lord, if the VC is hearing us now, will you not say that they should come out? Can we remove some of these people? Some of them are listening. Doctor, please, just joke. Not like I'm serious. But guess what? There's a lot of disconnects. So you have to find time and a strategy to balance whatever is taught to you in class with the reality that is going on outside the world. Yes, somebody.
Yes.
It looks like we're sleeping. For those of us that just stepped into the room, when you hear something that connects to your reality, you say yes. The second yes is for your village people to know that you are no longer where you used to be, that you have changed GPS. So let's talk about self-motivation quickly. How do you rate yourself? Academically. How do you rate yourself? Begin to do your self-evaluation in your mind. Financially, how does your... a lot of us are students from the way we've introduced ourselves. So we most likely don't have financial problems at the moment, except for a few of us who are sponsoring ourselves. For those of us who have probably lost our parents, or we have to depend on uncles and aunts and all of that. Rate yourself financially right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? Are you where you want to be? And you're not too young. I've met a 12-year-old billionaire. And it's not even a billionaire in naira, billionaire in pounds. Forget about your age. Your age has nothing to do with your financial standing. You are just disadvantaged to be in a country like... Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
So measure yourself, your mental health. Are you stable? Are you balanced? Mentally, financially, your environment, your relationship with people. Are you the one begging people to stay in a relationship with them? What's going on? How do you get out of the mess that you are in? A lot of us are in a mess. We just don't want to agree. We're in a big mess. And guess what? Until you realize the problem, the solution still will be impossible. I don't know if you understand. Yes, yes, somebody?
Yes.
Until you realize that you have a problem, you cannot solve it. So everything we're talking about now, we're trying to reach your mind. That's where the solution lies. So I'm going to give you secrets and steps to self-motivation. At a lot of times, all of the stories that I've told you, I have had scenarios where I had to sit myself down and ask the tough questions. And you have to do the same for yourself. Your dad is not going to come to help you. Your mom is not coming to help you. Nobody is coming to help you. It's you for you. It's a government of yourself, by yourself, for yourself. And the earlier you begin to take personal responsibility for your life, the better for you. You see, when we're growing up, and they ask us, what do you want to become? Lawyer. Yes, yes?
Yes.
How many lawyers are here? Lawyers.
In real life or in dreamland?
In the dreamland. When you're growing up, what do you want to do? They will not even ask you what do you want to become. What do you want to do? Doctor. I want to do doctor. I had a classmate. What do you want to do? Pilot. Guess what he's doing now? The idiot, he's selling land now. Well, as a pilot, you'll be seeing land anyway. You know that kind of thing. It's still related. You see, life is crazy, it's difficult. The earlier you know that you're responsible, the faster you can achieve your dreams. And the easier the ride is. Nobody has it fixed. Nobody has it answered. Am I making any sense?
Yes.
If I am, say yes.
Yes.
So you need to sit and take personal responsibility for your life. My people are very wise. They said, "Eyokin kuru kolonjegini kolonga." You can't be short and be claiming that you are tall. Are you all right? Eyokin fuye. You can't be light and be claiming that you are heavy. It's wrong. Self-deceit. It's what gets us into depression a lot of the times. We deceive ourselves because they're giving you admission into UI and they gave you accommodation in, what's the name of that hostel that is popular? Queens. And by the time they now match you, your bonky has money. And in 3 months, in a semester, you're forgetting who you are. So you're living your bonky's life. Bonky you did. Are you all right? You've forgotten where you come from. You've forgotten where you're going. You've forgotten that you're responsible. Somebody's life has just become your life. You're not fair to yourself. And in the end, by the time your bonky now buys a new shoe, and you cannot buy that shoe, you now start getting worried. Your bonky's phone rings every 5 minutes. If this guy does not call you from OU, one guy is calling you from Faculty of Law, another guy is calling you from... And your own phone, nobody call, even your dad is not calling you. Yes, now.
Yes.
Oh God. How do you motivate yourself? You know, it's not looking like your life is not going anywhere. Because it's actually not. Based on the statistics, based on the logistics of what's going on around you, self-motivation is very important. But by the time you gain mind maturity, you begin to have a way to cope. Because nothing will stop all that noise around you. Nothing will stop the problems. Yes? Nothing will stop the competition. Nothing will stop a lecturer that wants to get away with you before he passes you. The only thing that can stop it is you. And that's why we're gathered here. Yes? So on the scale of 1 to 10, how are you doing academically? Write it down for yourself. How are you doing financially? How are you doing mentally? Is your head correct? Yes? How are you doing emotionally? Don't lie. You see, when I was living with my grandma, and we want to get served food, and you go and meet her, you bring your plate of food. Maybe they have already dished rice. So it's for them to put stew now, and meat. You know, say, they should give you. Sometimes my grandma will give you things, and she will say something like, you know what that means? They are giving you the control of the spoon of the soup. Serve yourself. She'll be looking at you. Do anyhow now. Do anyhow. You know that you are small. You are a child in the family. The man that pays for the soup is eating 2 meats. You want to also carry. Okay. So my grandma will be watching you. You'll be looking at her. She'll be looking at you. You cannot even carry a meat that is big. You have to look for this one that is measurable to your size. You have to measure yourself. So, but me, I'll use the back of the spoon to push away all the small meats. I'll not say, this is the one that is in front of me, or me, I cannot come and be stressing myself. By the time you are lifting that meat, yes. Don't deceive yourself. That's what she's teaching you. She doesn't need a chalk or a blackboard. Stop deceiving yourself. Rate yourself right now. If you're not feeling fine, your health, you know that you have a medical condition, whatever it is. Maybe you are AS or AC, or you have a particular health challenge. Then your bunkie now is drinking erujeje with what do you call this one? With baby oku. I said, this is what boys are doing now. We have to get along. You will get along and die early. Yes, somebody. Yes. Because your health does not allow you to do that. You need to know who you are. So how do you get out of the rut? Once in a while, let me tell you this. Once in a while, life is going to punch you. And it's not going to punch you here. That you can be doing a day, it didn't really reach me. You're walking like you're almost died. Life will look at you carefully, target you, and punch you right in the face. And it will be painful. How do you get back up? That's why we're here. Emotional issues will happen. I've been a product of emotional abuse for so many years. How did I get back up? How can you lift yourself from that rut? There's this guy that you like. He likes you. You people have been together. You go to his house, wash his clothes, cook for him. In fact, his mommy knows you. Yes. They will not do yes. They won't. Be watching them. They know you. In fact, all of his friends have called you our wife. Yes. They will not say it. Then one day. Then this guy forgot his phone. You did not say you want to play temple rock. It's not even like you want to check anything. Did you want to check anything? Yes. Then, you now saw one message. Actually, this guy and Shalio. Then you ask this guy, who is Shalewa? Then his mouth was shaking. Then his hands were shaking. Then his hands started to sweat. Then he now said Shalewa is his cousin. Then he now locked him up. That today, they are going to kill me. Then your labor of your heroes past and your own labor of 4 years now went into the air. Now you are emotionally crushed. How do you get out of that rut? How do you manage such situations? And your mother warned you about this boy called Idris. She told you about that Idris boy. But you said, no, God forbid, Idris is not a boy like that. Do you know him?
Yes, yes.
Abba. Yes. Idris that has finished all of Quran. Yes. Idris that has gone to Hajj. Idris that has baby. Mommy. Yes. Your mommy wants you of this girl called Fumi. Hey, Fumi, don't tell me. Toba Fumi. Mommy, go to Fumi. Mommy, I like her. So one day, you have been spending your money on this Fumi of a girl. The day of shawarma, she will eat it. The day of pizza. The day she will come with her. The day she was doing birthday. You are supposed to pay your school fees that time, but you were like, well, I can easily, raise half of that one. Let's just quickly go to Cold Stone. She chopped Cold Stone. She chopped Stone Cold. Her friend ordered for stuff. Your bank account was crying, but anything for love. Then one day, you call this girl. She's on another call. How far? You call her, okay, maybe it's her dad, Her dad can call her. Then you call her again. She's also on another call. Is Fumi mad? No. Does she know who I am? Does she know how much I've invested? Yes. They will not do yes. Be watching them. They don't be watching them. Then you now called her. She's not even on another call. It's ringing, she's rejecting it. Yes. Then the moment you enter your WhatsApp, ladies and gentlemen, she has blocked you. Yes. A guy is disappointed. Your eyes now change to red. There's a guy who had this kind of scenario and he was going to pray. In the Muslim line, when you are going to pray, 8 o'clock prayer in the night, it's 4 times you are supposed to, it's a 4-round thing. He prayed 16. Yes. The thing didn't touch his skin, it hit his heart. His heart was damaged. The only problem is that they didn't rush him to UCH. Ladies and gentlemen, life is real. But guess what? How do you bounce out of that scenario? How do you come out of it? Somebody that you have trusted so much. You have given him everything that you have, everything that you value. And now, small scholarship they gave him. You now say, well, being paid, this thing happens. It happens in film, but in real life sometimes it comes around. I'll be going to South Africa tomorrow. His accent has changed. They're not giving him the offer letter. They're not even giving him. The idiot's accent has changed. Because he's going to South Africa, that's not even London. He left you. He got to South Africa. You are seeing him on his Instagram. Everything is lit. But when you send him a message, he's not checking it. Hey, God, me. Hey, oh, me. How do you get out of that rut? The first thing you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is self-mastery. Let's write this down. Let's run real quick. Self-mastery. 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 You have to commit to a journey of knowing yourself. Aristotle said that those who know others are wise, but those who know themselves are wiser still. I'll take that again. Those who know themselves, those who know others are wise, but those who know themselves are what? They are wiser still. If you don't know a product, you cannot market, you cannot manage, you cannot grow it. forget about, a lot of things that you have committed to. Let me tell you one secret today. I need your attention right now. Your success at anything you're doing is a factor of how much you know yourself. There's a lady that graduated from OAU. They said she broke all the records. How many of us have seen this stuff? Medicine. She won this. One professor, this one award. She won almost 27 awards. Show me a person who knows herself. If I know how much you know yourself, I can predict how much you're going to succeed at anything you're doing. Knowing yourself is what makes you read in the afternoon when everybody is playing. And you play at night when everybody is sleeping. They'll say, because of what? Because what? She knows herself. Do you have those colleagues in secondary school? They will play with everybody. You have never seen them reading in their life. But they will never fail. Yes. Oh, tell me about self-mastery now. Self-mastery. In primary school, we don't used to read. You just go, you're the first position. You ask me, okay, first position. They say, first position, take me like that. You go out, you collect the award, come back. You get up, continue your play. When you get to secondary school, you discover that the game has changed a bit. So, how much now? It's going to get worse. You need a lot. In fact, if there's a course that you should be studying, forget about your veterinary medicine for a moment. Forget about your, what are you studying now? Communication. Forget about it. Delete your course. Find the WhatsApp group that your class has created. Leave that group. Create a new group that is only you that is inside. Start to study yourself. Know how you sleep. Know how you react to things. Know what makes you laugh. Know what makes you happy. Know what makes you sad. That is the foundation for all the growth that you need to do. Know how you learn. There's something they call peak assimilation period. PAP. P-A-P. Peak assimilation period. It's the period of the day that you are the most active. And it's different from all of us. PAP. Your PAP, look at him. Look at the way he's looking at me. From the way I'm seeing him, you like red PAP. Yes? From the way I'm looking at, what's your name? From the one looking at Hafsat, white pack will fit up. Yes? Do your yes now. Yes. Your peak assimilation period is that point in time that you can learn fastest, easiest, and you can retain longer. This is also going to help you with your education. Self-mastery. So that you don't play when you're supposed to read, and you don't read when you're supposed to be relaxing, and you don't club when you're supposed to be studying. Everything has a time. For me, let me tell you this. For me, my pap is morning pap. When I sleep, I'll tell you this. It's not even morning. Sleep pap. When I sleep and wake up, that moment, the first 15 minutes when I wake up, there's nothing that I study that I don't get to understand. Meal. Because I don't want to preach to you what I don't work with. Now, this sleep does not have to be in the night. If we're in a bus and the breeze blows me, oh, Father, you have not lived in Lagos, so you don't understand what I'm talking about. Lagos traffic can change your destiny from blue to grey. But let's not talk about Lagos traffic. If we're inside traffic and breeze blow me wet and I sleep, when I wake up from that sleep, that is my path. Anytime I could sleep and I wake up. For some people, it's after you have beaten them. You don't have cousins like that. Manuel, yes.
Yes.
It is after you have go. See. I don't promote child abuse or stuff. But I'm just giving you general examples. It is when he has eaten his full punishment. All the answers that he has forgotten will now be coming. You should know your... So if you need somebody to beat you, hire somebody. Yes, yes?
Yes.
Whatever your pap is, make the pap and drink it. One of our tutors, there's a lesson that I attended back in the days. Guess what his pap is? This one will make you laugh. The man said that if there's something he doesn't understand, the lecturer is talking his own, he doesn't understand it, he will take the book and go to the toilet. Madman. He will sit on the toilet, and I'm not joking. He will sit on the toilet after he has delivered his first load. If you know what that means. Yes, yes? He said after he delivers that first load, there's nothing that he reads that he doesn't understand. He has studied himself that much. You are studying vet medicine. Hello. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
You are going to discover that by the time you are done with your vet medicine degree, you cannot make sense out of it until you have studied yourself. That is how things will begin to make sense for you. A lot of us are jumping into relationships the same way we are jumping into conclusions. We don't even know ourselves. And I have a quote, you can write this down. That until a man finds himself, he's going to destroy everything else he finds. Self-mastery. Until a man, you can put my name to this. Until a man or a woman finds him or herself, what's he going to do? He's going to destroy everything else he finds. If you see a marriage that is not working, it's simple. Somebody didn't find himself before he found that man. Finish. Pap and akara, they go together. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
If you see somebody eating pap and bread, there's a problem. Yes, yes?
Yes.
You don't understand. There's a day in Abuja, Nuruddin, I saw somebody eating rice and yam. Ah, God, this country. Rice and yam. Is the yam the meat or is it the protein? Which one? Where does it fit? It's the salad. Do you understand? If you know you are yam, you can't be looking for rice. You look for egg or beans or stew. Until a man finds himself, he's going to destroy everything he has found. If you don't know who you are, no matter how fine your boyfriend is, no matter how intelligent he is, you probably have found the wrong thing. It's not that you're looking for. If you have not found yourself and you have found a cause, you don't understand. No matter how good, no matter how successful everybody has been in that cause, it will not work. You don't get it. But in Nigeria, we are at the mercy of whatever comes our way. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Did somebody not tell you a story that he wanted medicine and they gave him computer science? Did you remember that man that was talking? You remember him? You remember him? Eh? Just is Abba. I thought his name is Mr. Gio something. Oh! Do you understand? Until a woman finds herself, she's going to destroy everything else she finds. Now, you now be blaming the man. How can the man be beating her? I'm not saying you should beat if you beat your wife, they should lock you up. They should jail you. If there's koboko, they should beat you anyway. Do you understand? A lot of the times we have our own problems. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Find yourself. And that is how you can grow. Self-mastery leads to growth. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Self-mastery. Let's remember Mr. Niger D. Whether science or arts class. They taught you in integrated science. Mr. what?
Niger.
Mr. Niger D. What is the G inside the Mr. Niger? Growth. What does it mean? What does growth mean? is what? Increase in size. Yes, that's growth. What else? For plants, increase in size. Do you understand? What does growth means to adults, to humans? If you have seen a baby grow, you wonder how miraculous God is. From no teeth to small white thing. Then one day he said, let you test it. You put your hand inside. I pity you, man. I pity your life. You move there, you say, I'm going to eat. Then before you know it, the teeth are complete. From a child that is lying on his back, he begins to crawl. He begins to grab a chair. He takes his first step, falls. Second step, falls. Then the boy is standing in front of you and jumping up and down in the boardroom of UI Hotels, University of Ibadan. That's growth. But my question is this. When that peaks, at the end of you, because all of you now have grown your 32. Yes, yes? A lot of you, apart from a few of us, you're not going to be taller than this. See, I've tried it. They said that Messi was able to, you understand? You know what Messi is. He said yes. So I told my doctor, I said, me too, I want to do the Messi thing. They told me how much it will cost. I said, my family house and my father's family house, if they sell everything, it's not up to half of that price. So let me remember what I am. I'm happy like this. Yes, yes? Yes. If you're happy the way you are, say yes, yes. Yes, yes. What are we looking for? Money. The question is, once that growth has peaked, then what's next? How do you define growth? Does that mean that's the end? So for adults, let me tell you, for kids, they don't have to ask for growth. They don't have to do anything. Just eat morning, afternoon, night, and sleep. The teeth will show up. Rest. The crawling and the walking will happen. But for adults, your growth is not automatic. It's not per second billing. You have to work for your growth. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Yes. Mr. Naijadi is still correct from the day they taught you till today. So your growth has to be intentional. When you wake up in the morning, you have to find a way to listen, read, or watch something positive. Because it affects your day. The way you live every day adds up to the way your month happens. Adds up to the way your year happens. Adds up to the way your life comes true. Growth is very important. So you have to factor in, you have to budget and plan for growth. Else, it will never happen. In fact, guess what happens to us when we grow up? Your beard starts to turn to white. Here, that is already there. You just go there, one day you look at the mirror. You know, what happened? The hair starts to. Then they not tell you that your great grandfather actually was a bad man. So it's not anything you should be afraid of. It's just You understand? If you're a lady, you begin to see the differences. So, but you can be in charge. Even though your body system is going like this, you can decide to do what? By the things you feed yourself. Self-mastery. Yes, yes? Yes. Self-mastery is key. It's a journey. It's not a one-day thing. It's not a one-time seminar. Do you understand? When you hear programs like this that they are doing, it's going to lift you up, it's inspirational. Stop all that Instagram that you are watching and go there and listen to something positive. Because it's going to help you. When you know yourself, it helps you get out of the rut when life punches you in the face. How many of you watches boxing? You like boxing? How many? One. No, don't be afraid. You. 2, 3, 4. All of you go out. In fact, all of you delete my number. Delete my number. I hate boxing. Oh God. Have you been in Oyo before? In Lagos. You see, boxing, as in, how did somebody sit down and create a sport out of boxing? Oh God, oh God. Wrestling is still, you can still understand wrestling. Is it not Jaimu? Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Guess what boxing is? The reason why I don't like boxing, I can explain. In football, there's a goal post, right? You score, you dribble, the ball will cross the line and enter the net. It's a what?
Oh.
A goal in boxing. A goal. How do they measure goal? They say, okay, this one has entered points. Somebody has to punch your face, not your chest too. So all this punching you in that can kill you, what they're punching your hand are already 50 kg, they don't count that one. That one is just a far away. I mean, that one is just postpaid. They're just getting you ready. So me now, fine boy like me, I will go somewhere and open my door and say, yeah, be punching it. Meanwhile, whether you win or lose a boxing match, you are going to. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, no.
There's this picture that they say, if this is the winner, imagine how the loser is. It is not, that is why even though they give them plenty of money, by the time they get old, see how they work. Because the brain is not sitting well again. The foundation has been destroyed. Yes, yes? I hate boxing, unapologetically. Why am I talking about boxing? Because self-mastery. You need to understand what you want to do, who you are. That's why there are very few people that are playing, all the people that are watching boxing, they cannot allow somebody to be punching their face. Okay, they have already left the room, thank God. Because I told the people to go out. Now, when you grow, you will know. Do you understand? And it gives you some sort of fulfillment. You will not be in a hurry. You will not be in a competition that is not necessary. And when people come into your life and they decide to leave, you know how to manage it better. Because first and foremost, you didn't just go into the relationship blindly with them. You went into it because they fit into something. And when they no longer fit, let me tell you this. When somebody no longer fits in a place, you would even know it before they know it. I don't know if you understand. You will not let somebody tell you he's not doing it again. You will know that he can't do. Because he's no longer fit for that purpose. I don't know if you understand. If you are bred, when you study yourself, you know that God created you as a bread. Will you be looking for gari? Bread and gari should not be in a normal environment. If you see somebody drinking gari and bread, you should be like God, though. God, come and see the people you created. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
So if you are bread, your friends will be beans. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Or what? Or mayonnaise. If you want to be posh. You understand? Or what again?
Akara.
Or akara. Or suya. I don't know if you understand. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
But you are bread. Only you. You're looking for yam. Bread and yam. You will be fighting. Know yourself. Self-mastery. The next thing that you need to do is to manage your friendships. Manage your friendships. I'll run real quick now. Manage your friendships. You see, we are social beings. Right? Social what? A human being cannot exist on its own. If you decide to leave the environment that we are all in and to go and live by yourself, only you want to stay inside bush, you will die early. Do you understand? You get tired. You can't do 1 month. Because you need somebody to talk to. Do you understand? When they gave you admission, listen to me. Assuming you are so brilliant, you scored 400 over 400 in your UTME. Then UI decided to honor you. Hey, Olongo, to honor you this year, 2020 session. You are the only student UI is going to admit. And they will put you inside medicine department. They will not admit anybody into any department. So they gave you admission, you are in the newspaper, you are everywhere, so you came to school. The only undergraduate in UI. So you are the only one in the whole university. And you are the only one all the lecturers are teaching. How will it be like? You will run mad quickly. I don't know if you understand. The joy that you experience as being a student is because they gave you admission, they gave somebody else, and you people have found yourself together. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Imagine being in a WhatsApp group, then the moment they added you, everybody was left, this one left, that one left. Then before you look up and they say, let me even check the group, you are the only one in the group. Wow. Yes, yes?
Yes.
What's the meaning of life? So you are a social being. Whether you like it or not, you are going to be getting into relationships. Now, a relationship is a sheep. Ladies and gentlemen, is a what? Have you seen a sheep before? A sheep that is leaky will kill you. That's what happened in Titanic. You have watched it. A sheep that cannot move is not a good sheep. You'll be there. That's why you see people that have been friends for 20 years. They have not achieved anything together. They say, and so, if you need to remove yourself from that sheep, get out of the sheep. A relation, there's a sheep. So if you are inside a sheep, you have a right to know who is driving the sheep. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
If the person has sense, if he has drunk, baby oku, you can come down. Hey, don't drive me. Drive yourself. Relationship. Why do relationships go bad? Sometimes because there are two drivers. I want to drive. Let me drive. No. The last time you drive this, then fight to start. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Your friendships are important. The people that you have friendship. So there's a sheep there too. Friendship. And do you know how much of an influence our friends have on us? Let me see the title of the book you're reading. Okay. Dale Carnegie also wrote another book titled How to Win Friends and Influence People. You see, friendship and influence. This is how they go. Side by side. If you want to influence anybody in the world, be friends with them. Yes, yes?
Yes.
If you want to do what? If you want to influence, you want to control somebody in this life, you have to be friends with them. That is a simple secret that parents don't get. We're going to be doing a parenting conference soon in Lagos. I'm not going to be talking about anything. Friendship is what I'm going to be talking about. Our parents wear the agbada of parents. Do you understand? Instead of to wear the singlets of friendship, they want to wear agbada. And your father. Your mother will tell you, I'm the one that poured blood on the face. That's how they lose it though. They lose it. Then you say, kill me now. This is what you say we should do. Then when they say everything finished, you go to school and do the exact opposite. Do you understand? If you want to influence, so I tell parents, the easiest way to get your kids to do something is to be friends with them. Finish. Am I lying? Be friends with them. Don't be a parent. I don't want to be a parent to anybody. I want to be friends. Call me my name. So what happened to you in school? Okay, slap you. Did you slap your own back? Oh, but I'm not my friend again. You see how kids are. You go to the house, you give them sweets, they talk to you, then the next moment they're already playing with you and telling you the things they cannot tell their parents. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Why? Because you are their friends. Let me give you the last test of friendship. Let me look for a fine boy here. Fine boy. Okay, I've seen a fine boy. What's your name? Coyote. Ah, my dad's name. You feel into this role. Coyote, let's say you mistakenly get a girl pregnant. It will not happen to you. It cannot. Are you serious? Why can it not happen? Coyote. Now, this is a test for Coyote. Coyote, something led to one thing. You say you should just buy shawarma for the guy, let us go. You guys are not even, you just even met from Facebook to It's not like you're even planning anything. Yes. You see, my colleague in the office, she's Lebanese. She came to Nigeria for the first time. So she always laughs when we're talking, we're doing She's like, it's not in their own, she'll be like, like she's learning the So Carly, let's not, so you got this girl pregnant, she sent you a text that, well, she has been looking for it, she checked under the bed, she didn't find it, she checked her wardrobe, in fact, she checked the school website, she didn't find it, she said Google, she used all the keywords, she got the damn website, and she knew that you have answers to it. That That shawarma she ate that day. Unfortunately. You didn't do anything to her. It's just the shawarma that he ate. You know, she's also not expecting something. Long and short, she's pregnant for you, and she's sure it's you, and you're also sure it's you, because Abba, I mean, you have not been around that much. Kyle, the question is this: who are you calling first, your dad or your friend? Who are you calling first? How would I call my dad? Did you hear what he said? He said, how would I call my dad? Who are you going to call?
My friend, of course.
Your friend? Say, Now, see, your friends have a crazy influence on your life. You have no idea how powerful your friends are. Everybody that's your friend, they are more powerful than your parents. Because whatever Benga tells you that moment, you have a 90% chance of doing it. We tell you, it's something that happened though. Let's twist this around. Let it go round. I'm looking for a fine girl. When I spot the person, you know. I'm looking for a very fine girl. God will forbid this thing that I want to do, but I'm going to do it. All right, so I'm choosing you. Charity. Is that your name? I remember. Charity. You already know the question. But I'm still going to put it to you. So one thing led to the other. God forbid, you know. I mean, how can you eat bread and akara and get pregnant? In Ibadan, miracles happen in Ibadan. You went to this guy's house, he served you tea, bread. Nothing happened. I know that nothing happened. I mean, me, I'm not. Yes. And then you started looking for it. You look everywhere. It's in the back. There's like somebody stole it. Then you know that it must be the bread and akara that you ate. What can happen? Because you didn't eat anything that day. Did you? You didn't. So it has happened now. You have told this guy, and he's telling you that Charity, or what's that your name? See. Look at this, my number very well. In your life, if you call this number again, I'm not going to swear for you alone. No. I'm going to swear for your generation. So no, today you gave me bread and now. Why are you denying? So you think I don't know that you and Gideon have been together? You and Johnson? No, which Johnson? I don't. Why are you doing this? Let's talk online. You went online. He has blocked you everywhere. Hey, Father Lord. This life is hard. Charity, who are you calling? Your mom or your friend? Your friend. Charity is also going to call her friends. Why can't you call your mom? Why can't you call your mom? I can answer that question. No, you don't need to answer it. You can't call your mom. Listen to me. You can't call your mom because your mom is not your friend. Finish. Oh God. See, friendship, we take it lightly. We don't even know how powerful our friends are. He cannot call his dad. He doesn't need to tell me the reason. Last year he beat me. 2 years ago. You can't call your dad simply because your dad is not your friend. If your dad was your friend, you would call him. I said, Daddy, wow. Yes. I be your what they go on now. Go out. Anyway, Yes. That is if your dad was your friend. I used to give my students a test. If you do an exam in school, don't bother checking your results. Check for the result of 4 of your closest friends. Add it together, divide it by 4. You already know where you are. I'm telling you. And it usually works. Your friends are so powerful They would say that show me your friends. We have changed it to show me your friend. I'll tell you where you are going. Wherever your friends are going, you are going. All of the friends that I met and kept when I was in university are doing well. And that's why I'm also doing finish. None of my friends is selling woman here today. You don't understand? How can you study computer science and graduate and be selling land? I mean, what's the link? Are you mad? Why did you need to spend 5 years? 6 years of veterinary medicine. You don't understand? And then the next moment, buy your data, I'm selling injection. I mean, what's the problem with you? Yes, yes? If you knew that you wanted to sell data, you should have started. Why did you have to waste everybody's time? All these years that you're going to say, doctor. Doctor now feeling, I say, daddy, Temaferra data too cheap. Yes? Data. Yes? Now, this is not to say selling data is not good, though. Yes? But whatever you want to do, be sure that you're taking the best decision for you at whatever time. We have mentioned the first thing. What's that? Self. The second thing, managing your friends. Know who your friends are. No apologies. Your friends must be people who are committed to growth. People who are developing themselves. People who go to correct places. If your friend is here, most likely they would invite you here or tell you about this thing that we're doing. As you are right now, you are more inspired and motivated. Yes? So when you get to your hostel, you're going to talk about this to your friends. Your friends will benefit from your sitting down here. So you are a blessing to your friends. Yes? When you are in trouble, your friends are the first people you talk to. And whether they are dumb or brilliant or stupid, whatever advice they give you, you are executing. Because they are your friend. They are your comfort zones. So whoever is in your friendship network, manage that.